All right, this is your first video, so hopefully you'll get the hang of what you are going to be doing with these videos every night. I know you're watching this one in class, but hopefully you'll kind of get the idea of what is the plan for these videos. These should follow along with the notes you should have in front of you. All right, so the first problem you're going to need to fill this in is 12K plus 15 equals 35 plus 2K. So now our first step is to move the variables to one side. I like to move the one that is smaller, so I'm going to minus the 2K, just because dealing with negative variables a lot of times is a struggle for students. So I'm going to put them together. Then the next thing says eliminate adding or subtracting, so I'm going to get rid of the 15. I'm minusing 15 on both sides. So 10K equals 20. And then the last step, eliminate multiplying or dividing. So I'm going to divide by 10 on both sides. So K equals 2. Solution, make sure you check your answer. So plug it back in and check it. 12 times 2 plus 15 equals 35 plus 2 times 2. 12 times 2 is 24. 24 plus 15 is 39. 35 plus 4 is also 39, so we know it works. Hopefully these problems are bringing back some memories of how to do these problems, and let's move on to the next one. 3 times a plus 22 equals 12a plus 30. First thing is do the distributive property. You should always get rid of those parentheses first. So 3a plus 66 equals 12a plus 30. Then move the variables to one side. Like I said, I like to move the smaller one, so I'm going to minus the 3a. We minus it because it's out front, which means it's automatically positive. So then we're left with 66 equals 9a plus 30. Eliminate adding or subtracting. I'm going to minus the 30 on both sides. I get 36 equals 9a. Then I need to eliminate multiplying or dividing. Divide by 9. A equals 4. So let's check that and see if it works. 3 times 4 plus 22 equals 12 times 4 plus 30. Ran out of space there. All right, so 3 times 26 equals 48 plus 30. 48 plus 30 is going to be 78, and 3 times 26 is also 78. So it works. Okay, this is the last one we're going to do where it has all the steps written out. So 3 times x plus 1 minus 5 equals 5x minus 2. Very first step, always do the distributive property. 3x plus 3 minus 5 equals 5x minus 2. Combine like terms. We have a set of like terms here, 3 and negative 5. So 3x take away 2 equals 5x take away 2. And then we need to move our variables all on one side. I'm going to minus the 3x on both sides. Negative 2 equals 2x minus 2. I'm going to add 2 on both sides. And I get 0 equals 2x. Divide by 2 on both sides. X equals 0. 0 can be an answer. Remember, 0 is a number. So let's plug that back in and see if it works. So 3 times 0 plus 1 minus 5 equals 5 times 0 minus 2. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So 3 times 1 minus 5 equals 5 times 0 is 0 minus 2. So negative 2 equals 3 take away 5. 3 take away 5 is negative 2. And so we know it works. Perfect. All right, we're going to move on to some that I want you to try. So go ahead and pause the video and try 4 and 5 on the next page, and then hit play and see how you did. Okay, hopefully you tried 4 and 5. 4 was pretty easy. You end up getting a half or 0.5 as your answer. But if you're looking at 5, you got this weird thing at the bottom, 7 equals negative 8, which we know can't be true. This answer is no solution, and we're going to talk about that next. because 7 cannot equal -8 and all the x's went away. So we had to figure out something there, and that means that the answer is going to be no solution. Let's talk about those type of problems next. All right, looking at this next one, we're going to use the same steps we've been using. Distribute first. You'll notice it's actually the same on both sides, but we're still going to solve this out. Minus 24x on both sides. -30 equals -30, which is true. Like, that is a true statement. So the answer here is many solutions, or you'll also see it written as infinitely many solutions. Sorry, I'm running out of space. All right, let's look at number 7. Same thing, distribute on both sides. Minus the 15x on both sides. And you'll see this time we get just like we did last time, 25 equals 3, which we know is not true. So this is no solution, which means that no number that you plug in, sorry, I can't talk and write at the same time. No number that you plug in will make this work, no matter what it is. So that's what no solution means. And infinitely many solutions means there's many, many, many numbers that you could take and plug in for x, and that will make this work. All right, so let's write those rules down. So it says when you solve an equation and you end with a true statement, the solution set will be many solutions. An example. We distribute here. You see we get the same thing on both sides. We solve. It equals itself, so we know that that's infinitely many solutions. When you solve an equation and you end with a false statement, the solution set will be no solution. An example. Three times x plus 2 equals 3x plus 4. Distribute. Subtract. 6 equals 4, which we know is not true, so no solution. All right, pause the video and try these two, see how you do on them, and then hit play and check your work. All right, look over this and see how you did. Hopefully you got no solution on number 8 and infinitely many solutions on number 9. All right, you are now going to work on the class practice. So numbers 10 through 15. I know number 13 will be a challenge because it does have a fraction, but do your best. Try using a calculator to do 1/5 times 20 and 400, and you should be able to get nice, pretty numbers. All of these come out to reasonable answers, except for number 12 is a decimal answer. Then for homework tonight, you will be working on the next 1 through 20. So you can go ahead and get started on those if you finish up your classwork.